So we got this 1985 Carrera, and some of the current most recent repairs we did are going to be the electrical problems. This car had an electrical issue where, first of all, it wouldn't run, and it's been to several shops. And of course, these are 40-year-old cars now. This is a 1985. This is as old as I am, and the car is an amazing vehicle. The issue is that these cars never get driven anymore. And the biggest problem we had was also rodent intrusion. So a lot of times the rodents make nests inside, and this is the case with this one. And also all the wires got destroyed, pretty much crumbled. And we had issues with misfires, and the car actually wouldn't start from the beginning. After we got it started, because we had some crank and range sensor problems, it was misfiring pretty bad and ran pretty poorly. Now this car is finished. After it sat for a couple days, when you try to activate the headlights or turn signals, none of that would work. And that's because this vehicle had an alarm module, aftermarket one, and they tend to fail a lot. And when they do fail, you start having all sorts of glitches. Car won't start, you'll have battery drain problems. Another problem they have is these switches, over time they get old. These were actually smoking when we would activate them. So we replaced the switches. They actually sell new ones till this day, which is pretty impressive. The car runs amazing. There was another mouse nest, rat's nest in the front. So now we got it running, and that's pretty much what's common on these cars. We see that a lot. These older vehicles don't really get driven a lot. They develop moisture inside the fuel tank. They have all kinds of issues if you let them sit. Don't let your 930 or 1985 Carreras or any older Porsche sit around, because it will pretty much have issues. This is a pretty nice example still, even though it has some wear and tear, but it's expected for a 40-year-old car. So that's what we see a ton of, is electrical problems. Now on the later ones, they have a lot of problems with these knobs without the solenoid activation, and they work really well with zero problems. But this is pretty much, has 77,000 miles. Somebody's already put the aftermarket stereo, which I would expect. We're just doing a final test drive, and then the car will be returned back to the customer. So let's go see and go for a ride. So if you own a 930 or 85 Carrera or any 80 model vehicles, we do work on them. The problem is this car was at a shop that really doesn't specialize in Porsches, and a lot of shops do claim that they do specialize in them. But the issue is a lot of the younger guys were not around when these vehicles were made. Require some diagnostic tools that are just technical, but you got to know how to use them. A lot of wire testing is just very basic, old style fuses. New generation is just really not familiar with them because the car is so old school. So that is what's required on these typically. But other than that, everything's straightforward. Coil system, your spark plugs. Some of the later ones had twin spark, which is an upgrade that you can do on these as well. But yeah, that's it. The car runs and drives amazing. They are notorious for issues when they sit around. So if you have one of these, just drive it around and you won't have any problems. This one, I believe they couldn't get it working for about a year or so. The transmission is a little bit rough. Some gears do kind of tends to be a little bit rough, so we have to be really slow how we shift these gears, because these older transmissions are pretty clunky. So yeah, they do grind a little bit once they get some age, so we always just take it easy when we shift. So yes guys, if you have these problems with yours as far as electrical, you're not the only one. We see quite a few of them. We're getting a 1987 right now, 30 turbo, and it's got some major issues with fueling and such. So thank you for watching. We are your Porsche specialty shop, so feel free to reach out if you have 911, newer one, older one. We'd be happy to help you. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.